Hello everybody, May 5th, 2023. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. What I said on Monday, I was looking for a small bounce and then down further. I was looking mainly in this 28.5 to 29.1 area based on the chart as a wave 2. That has technically been invalidated yet. However, I am still expecting further down because the action is not indicative of the bulls taking over. We are still seeing just ridiculous chop. So it chopped higher than was expected, but it is still chop. It's still trash action, and I don't expect the bulls to be able to do anything from it. So right here I said if it bounces harder than expected and gets back above 29.7, I even said right here I'm not necessarily bullish, but I'd be watching for a reset of that B wave top. So that could still potentially be on the table, but not necessarily. It could just dump from here as well. In any case, these scenarios here are still my main scenarios, where yellow is the only bullish thing that I can see, and it involves a leading diagonal, which really is not super reliable. So anyway, let's just dive in and take a look. Monday, that video was happening right around here. It looked like we had a decent 5 waves down here, and the expectation was to see an ABC up like this into this danger zone right here. And it really shouldn't have gone above 29.7, and obviously we've not sustained above 29.7, so you know, it did technically go way too high. It went up to just about 29.8 there, which is really too high for a second wave. So basically what I think that means is that this B wave, instead of having ended over there, I think this is all just part of it. Where we actually have the B wave over here instead, and that could involve us going back up into this higher danger zone that we see here. So that's kind of my working theory right now as far as that goes. And essentially just restarting. So this action kind of gets deleted, and it needs to do something else now to show us where it's going to go. And the main, even for this bullish case, the main place for this to really go is here. This yellow target here, I don't think we really even need to look at anymore because of all this choppy action. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, we started from up here. Hang on a second. Let's just double check this. I want to make sure my boxes are all right. There's our A. This is B, or this is B, one of the two. Let's use that as B now, so we can drag this down slightly. Okay, so the same thing still applies, what I said previously. The main box is down here. This ABC box, for this to be an ABC, is more in this zone. And so it's very possible that it's going to do then a WXY because it didn't actually reach that box. If we do just go down here and then bounce and then go back down. So you can see there's a lot of chop still to come potentially, unless we get into this box and then see an actual impulsive move up, which I am doubtful of, but I'll be watching for it. All right, let's see. So yeah, I mean, this, obviously, it's not this nice clean ABC. That danger zone didn't play out, unfortunately. But again, none of this is bullish. Can we argue that this is 5 waves up as a diagonal? Maybe. I don't necessarily view that as complete yet, though. Let's see. This would be 1 and 2. If it were the case that this was making a diagonal, that would be 1, that would be 2. This is A, B, C of 3. So it would need to hold this channel. which it's kind of been toying with anyway. Let me put this on. This would be the only short-term bullish alternative. 1, 2. That has to be 3 because this is not high enough to be 3. 4 and 5. So right now, this is still just 3 waves up. Because that, like I said, is just an ABC there as part of 3. So again, the only potential bullish thing that it could do would be this diagonal, and then it would still need to hold after that. If it fills in 4 and 5 and then does a corrective 3-wave pullback and holds this and then starts going up, that's the only way that this can actually be bullish in the longer term. And obviously I'm very skeptical of that. We see these potential leading diagonals break down more often than not. So I'm expecting the same thing to happen right, in the near future here. We'll see what this decline leads to. And again, it could potentially in the meantime start breaking up a little bit further, but really it needs to fill in 4 and 5 in order to have any possibility of a more immediate bullish resolution. And even that is not really going to give us anything good to go on. I think it would probably just reset this C up, and then we'd still be looking at going down further because all of the action off of the 16K low has been complete trash. I know that sounds crazy, that we can rally from 16 up to 31 and me call it trash, but that's what it's doing. It's doing trash. It's not doing anything that it needs to set up for a longer term bull run. So I'm very concerned. And this market in the meantime is just treacherous, completely and utterly unpredictable and treacherous, and makes it really difficult to trade. So honestly, the best thing to do is probably just sit on the sidelines. I have not taken my own advice. I've tried to do some shorting in here, and it just continued to chop upwards. So, it is what it is. That's why you have a plan when you make your trades, and you follow proper risk management. You just have to make sure you're not losing more than you can afford to lose, and when you do win, that you're winning bigger. So that's really what trading is. All right, I think that sums it up. So, really not expecting anything from the bulls here, and expecting further downside until or unless all 5 of these things play out, all 5 of these waves play out, and then we additionally get a 3-wave pullback from there. All right. That's going to be it for me for tonight. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see if anything has changed by Monday. Weekends have not been particularly useful, but we'll see. And you guys have a great one, and I'll talk to you then.